Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be actually presenting to you episode 151 on the N.A.R.C.N Network, and the title of episode 151 is When the Narcissist Has a Narcissist. So this is kind of a strange episode I'm going to be doing here, because I'm going to be making some references to some experiences I've had off the N.A.R.C.N network with some individuals, and also some other experiences in my life which I'm going to be making reference to with narcissists around me who have also presented with narcissistic abuse that they've endured from another individual. So what actually prompted me to do this particular video is that over the course of the last couple of weeks, I've had a couple of experiences on the N.A.R.C.N network with individuals. Actually, this has happened before too, some time ago as well too, who showed up on my network and kind of presented themselves as being narcissistic abuse victims. Now, after dealing with them for some time, I came to realize that these people themselves are probably indeed narcissists themselves, and not necessarily a narcissistic victim per se. There are things that were indicated to me in my dialogues with these people that led me over time to believe that these individuals were indeed themselves narcissists, and they themselves may actually be dealing with another narcissist who has duped them just like they do with other people. Now, this has a weird little bit of comical irony to it in itself, because as we know and as we talked about on the N.A.R.C.N network before, narcissists sometimes do attract other narcissists. And when a narcissist becomes involved with another narcissist, commonly what happens is this particular interaction, it doesn't last very long. Putting two narcissists together is usually a recipe for disaster at some particular point, because one of them is always going to try to override the other one. One becomes mad, the other one becomes mad, the other one becomes like, you know, affected by something that's going on, then the other narcissist becomes affected by the things, and eventually this just blows up in both of the narcissists' face in some particular way, and that whole narcissistic relationship ends up ending anyway. So I had a little bit of experience with this myself after one of my narcissists I was involved with herself became involved with a person who had some narcissistic attributes to them. Now, my narcissist that I'm discussing here, this particular one, may be watching this video at the moment. And if she is, this person will know who I'm talking about. And I guess they were not really aware that this person may have had some of that narcissistic elements to them in the past before they became involved with them. But surely enough, when this individual, when this male individual became involved with my ex-narcissist, they conducted themselves in a way that indicated that they themselves may have some narcissistic issues going on in their lives. It seems that they attempted to control my narcissist quite a bit by various means, which included, taking my narcissist's phone, erasing messages I would send my narcissist in relation to something that was going on with something family related, and my narcissist would never see my messages because this other narcissistic individual was indeed erasing those messages and not ever letting my narcissist see what I was sending her that pertained to family importance. And as we know, one of the things that narcissists can do is they can overtake your life and start to control you. And sometimes they will do things of this nature. They will take a person's phone and erase messages that you send to someone if they see you as a threat of some particular nature. Now, I at first did not see this other individual that my narcissist was involved with as a threat in that particular way, but I learned after time from talking to my narcissist a little bit, and also from talking to my narcissist's son, that this other individual was indeed conducting things in this nature, and these things that this person was doing to my narcissist were actually of a narcissistic nature in itself, against my narcissist. And as we've stated earlier in this video, putting a narcissist and a narcissist together is usually an equation for disaster, and that's exactly what occurred with my narcissist and this other narcissistic person they were dealing with. They are not together as a couple anymore. That's just one example here, but I'm also dealing with some other examples off my N.A.R.C.N network with other individuals who have gone through similar things. I have spoken to a couple of people on my network who I thought were just normal narcissistic abuse victims, only to find out that these people are indeed or a narcissist themselves, because they are starting to demonstrate narcissistic type behavior that I can see and identify as being of a narcissistic nature. Yet they are talking to me and telling me stories about how this other narcissist in their lives basically messed with them and messed up their lives and isn't following their protocols and not working out well with them, while they themselves are displaying narcissistic attributes of various levels. I find this amusing in this particular instance because often narcissists do not identify that they are narcissistic or that they have clinical level narcissism themselves, and they complain about other people conducting narcissistic abuse against them when they themselves actually are narcissists. And there is a bit of humor in this for sure, because these people don't realize that they are narcissists, or they do realize that they are narcissists but don't really care, and they're just complaining about some other narcissist acting against them in some particular way that they find abusive or whatever. So there's a weird, strange bit of irony involved in this, but narcissists do indeed attract other narcissists, and when they get into relationships with other narcissists, it usually becomes not a good thing after some time, because two wrongs don't make a right, basically. And we know this because we've come across the experience of this in life in other instances for sure. And this really does apply to the narcissistic thing that goes on with two narcissists when they're involved. Again, you put two narcissists together and all that negative energy and all that unproductive energy just explodes after a period of time. Sometimes it can go for a very short period of time. Other times it can extend far into a long relationship or even into a marriage. I've had a few instances of where I've had experience with a few people around me, personal people around me that I know that are friends that have had experiences like this with somebody who may be narcissistic in their life. You people out there who may be watching my channel, I know there's some people who are friends of mine, close friends on Facebook and stuff, who will see this video and they will understand who I'm referring to, because they will know that I'm talking about them. But indeed this happens to other narcissists as well too, that they get a narcissist. I was doing a video just a couple of weeks ago where somebody had asked me about an individual in their life. This is a friend of mine that I know, who was talking to me about a person that they knew who was who they didn't think was a narcissist, and who they said was, oh, this guy is a really good guy, and he's really good to his children, and he does everything that he has to do, and like this. But he cheats on his wife constantly and has been cheating on her for years. And my friend was like, oh, but other than that, he's a good guy. Well, my commentary in that video was like, no, he's not a good guy. This is not a good guy. Anybody that's cheating on somebody else in this particular way, and for years and years and years, and pulling the wool over their spouse's eyes or something like this, this is not a good person. By the same comparison, if you're in a relationship with anybody, whether it be a marriage or whether it be a common law relationship or even just a serious relationship, if you're lying to that person in serious ways about, something that's going on, like for instance, something has gone on with that person and they've done something that they shouldn't do, or they've taken money out of your account and not told you, or done something of that nature, or not paid a bill and told you that they have, and then like suddenly you find out that they, there's a massive amount of money that's accumulated for some particular reason, and that person that you're involved with has been lying to you about it like this. Again, that's a serious nature. if someone is lying to you in a very serious nature for an extended period of time about something that they're doing or not doing, and they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes about something serious of that nature, or even if it includes the seriousness of infidelity or something that that person takes as being a serious thing, that person who is doing that to you, they're conducting themselves in a narcissistic way, and it may even be in a clinically narcissistic way, because someone who can lie to you over time straight to your face and say that they're doing one thing when they're doing completely something different, that person has no respect for you. They are trying to pull the wool over your eyes because they have no respect for you, and they don't think that you're important enough to be told the truth to in that instance, and they're lying to you. And I can tell you right now, if they're lying to you on that level here over time in maintaining that lie, in this instance, that's the actions of a narcissist. That's the actions of at least a mid-level narcissist in that way. And somebody who tells me that that is not the actions of a narcissist, they don't know what they're fucking talking about. I'm telling you right now. So when you're dealing with stuff like this, commonly narcissists also sometimes get other narcissists. I've had, like I was just saying, I've had this experience with some of my other narcissists where that individual who was with them has done weird things with them too, where they haven't been telling them the truth. And that narcissist is indeed conducting themselves in a narcissistic way, or a clinically narcissistic way, with that narcissistic individual. And you have two narcissists mixing there. And that makes for a recipe that where nothing good can come of in the end, unfortunately. And this does happen with narcissists all the time. This is just a point I wanted to make to you guys on the thing. Narcissists do indeed acquire narcissists sometimes. I see this happen on my network quite regularly, and I see it happen around me in life, in real life, with other people that I actually know. And it's quite sad if you think about it like this, but often a narcissist actually gets with another narcissist, and that just ends in disaster almost 99% of the time. So anyway, this is just a point I wanted to make to you guys and talk about a little bit here in episode 151. You know, narcissists do indeed get mixed up with other narcissists, and disaster usually happens after that. So I'm just going to say to you guys, I hope you guys have a great day or evening, depending on what time of day it is for you. Please stay tuned for some other content I've got coming up on the N.A.R.C.N network. I hope to see you guys really, really soon with some other videos I'm going to be presenting. And just have a great day.